Ladies and gentlemen and ladies, welcome to another postseason playoff preview. Now, much like the video beforehand, we're going to do things a little different. We're going to do head-to-head this season, how it all played out, as well as the last time these two played together. I'm going to give you what team has the better goalie, better defense, better offense, the X factors. I'm going to give you the whole shebang. This series, we are talking about none other. Oh, this matchup, boys and ladies and gentlemen. This matchup has me tingling for a few different reasons. This playoff matchup, St. Louis Blues, Winnipeg Jets. Now, this matchup is a battle of two goalies that have faced each other quite regularly. Two goalies that have faced each other in international competition this year. The two finalists in the Four Nations Cup, the American goalie playing for the Canadian team, Connor Hellebuyck in Winnipeg, and the Canadian goalie playing in St. Louis, Jordan Binnington. Now, we all know in that situation, the Canadian goalie, Jordan Binnington, got the better of his counterpart in overtime. Thank you to Connor McDavid. But this isn't a loaded Canadian team versus a loaded American team. This is a very loaded Canadian Winnipeg Jets team going up against, I'm saying, a little bit on the not-so-loaded side of the St. Louis Blues. Now, I'm not going to downplay it and say, well, because of that, the Blues have no hope. Hey, when you got Jordan Binnington in net, you've got a puncher's chance. But they're head-to-heads this year. The Jets beat St. Louis 3-2, Game 1, October 22nd. The next night, October 23rd, the St. Louis Blues beat the Winnipeg Jets 4-1. February 22nd, the Winnipeg Jets beat the St. Louis Blues 4-3. And on April 7th, the Winnipeg Jets beat the St. Louis Blues 3-1. For a total of 11 goals for the Jets, 10 goals for St. Louis. It's a pretty damn close matchup there, Matt, boy. That is very close. Like, looking at those numbers, and again, thank you StatMuse for the following information. Great website, by the way. The Winnipeg Jets and the St. Louis Blues have only met once in the playoffs. They've met one time. It was during that magical Blues run in 2019 when the Blues beat the Jets 4-2. Now, I will caveat that it was a magical run. We can all agree that Jordan Binnington was all world, played out of his mind. St. Louis was playing for something bigger than themselves. They're not playing like that this year. They don't have that hand of God, let's say, touching them this year, helping them win this series. So for that, and for that reason only, I'm going with the Winnipeg Jets. Here is why. I'm going to break it down. The Winnipeg Jets have the better goalie. We can talk to her blue in the face. We can say, well, this, that, and the other. But Connor Hellebuyck, for all intents and purposes, is the goalie of the year. Best wins, most wins, best save percentage, best goals against average. He's in the top 2 or 3 in all those categories. So best goalie in the world, bar none. And you guys know I'm not a big Winnipeg Jet fan, but I will say that without Connor Hellebuyck, this team isn't even a mid team. Without Connor Hellebuyck playing 62 games a year, this team is lucky to be bottom 5. They're bottom 1, 2. But you got to play the games. And like I say this, Game 1 is on Saturday at 4 p.m. And all times are in Mountain Time Zone. Sorry for those that are watching on the East Coast saying, wow, that's an awesome start time. No, it's Mountain, so 6 p.m. Eastern. Should have caveated that in the first video. Second game is on Monday at 5:30 p.m. This is where it gets fun. Third game is on Sunday at 7:30 p.m. And you're going to love Game 4. Again, I'm only doing the first 4 games for you guys. If you want to know the rest of the schedule, I'm sure it'll be up on NHL.com or Sportsnet.com or Sportsnet.ca. Game 4 is on Sunday at 11 a.m. A matinee game on the playoffs. Love it. Love the matinee games when it's not the Oilers. I'm going to be honest with you when it's not the Oilers. Now, my X factor for each team and what I think could be the difference maker before I give you the preview of why I think the Jets are going to win and how many games they're going to win in. X factor for the Jets will be, always will be, Connor Hellebuyck. Yeah. That's it. Connor Hellebuyck will be your X factor for the Winnipeg Jets. If he does what he does in a regular season, Vezina, MVP, you name it for awards, if this guy can get it, he can put his name into it. If he's that goalie, St. Louis doesn't stand a chance. It'll be a sweep. St. Louis, hi, nice to see you. See you later. Good luck. Now, if Hellebuyck plays like he has in playoff past, it's the exact opposite. If Hellebuyck plays Garbagino, tired, lazy, overworked, the Blues are winning the series in 5. If Hellebuyck plays good, Jets in 4. If Hellebuyck plays bad, Blues in 5. If Hellebuyck is mid, even 75% Hellebuyck, the Jets win in 6. That's what my prediction is. The Winnipeg Jets are winning the series in 6. That's what I'm saying. Now, St. Louis Blues X Factor. And buckle up, Oiler fans. I know you're tired of hearing this name. Dylan Holloway. I think if Dylan Holloway is healthy, he can be an X factor for this team. Stats don't lie. And like I said, I'm being very non-biased. This is me, no Oilers gear on. I'm not an Oiler fan here. I am a mutual observer of stats because stats don't care about your feelings. When Dylan Holloway was in the lineup for St. Louis, they were on a winning streak. They were a really dominant team. For some reason, when he got hurt and was out of the lineup, they took a step back. They won that game when it mattered, that final game of the year. They won that one when it mattered. But before that, they were on a bad streak of losses. If Dylan Holloway comes back and is as productive as he was before he got out of the lineup with injury, the Blues will be a better team. I still don't think they're going to win the series, but that is my X factor for the Blues. Dylan Holloway is my X factor for the Blues. Binnington, he's not really an X factor. You know what you're going to get with Binnington. You're going to get good, but will it be enough? Like, that is my thing that I will say about Binnington. He is going to be good, but will he be enough for the Blues to overtake the Winnipeg Jets? So, I leave you with that. That is my caveat to you. Jets in 6. They win the series 4-2. I think the Jets win Game 1 on Saturday, lose Game 2 on Monday, win Game 3 on Thursday, lose Game 4 on Sunday, and obviously win Game 5 and 6. Anyways, guys, again, my name is Matt for Oilers Fan Reaction. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like, leave a comment. What are your thoughts? Do you think the Jets have enough star power up front and enough depth like I think they do to outscore the St. Louis Blues? And do you think Hellebuyck will be all world or world of crap? Like I said, we know Binnington's going to be good. That's not the question here. It's how good can Binnington be? Can Binnington be good enough to stop the Winnipeg Jets from advancing? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Again, I look forward to it. See you guys in the next video. Next video up will be the Vegas Golden Knights and the Minnesota Wild, followed by the Battle of Florida. Tampa, Florida. Enjoy. My name's Matt for OilersFanReaction. Doses.